Welcome back to day 2 of holding myself accountable to work my young horse. So we're just kind of ramping up now that the weather's getting a little bit better, to hold myself accountable to really do all of the real horse things that we're gonna need to do as she grows up. So it was beautiful out. It was sunny and high 50s. So we stuck with our plan to just go on exploration walk around the farm, which is really the first time we've done this since winter started, maybe October even. So it's been a while. Also, one of the things you're gonna notice about me, especially if you watch more of my videos, is that I am very pro lunge line. So even if I'm not lunging, I tend to use a long line instead of a lead rope. And especially for like explorations, I find that this is really helpful. Obviously, for tying, working with young horses, great, but it gives me a lot more versatility no matter what I plan to do or what comes up, which is really, really helpful. We've made it out to kind of the back good, of the area of the farm with all the woods. You can tell she's a little nervous because she's walking a little bit. And I just kind of let her do it. That's one of the pros of having the lunge line with me instead. But a lot of that too is because we've got the tractor going and they're putting up new fencing, so it's pretty loud. And so all I'm going to do is hang out here for a bit, let her graze, let her regulate. Because that's really the whole point of this, right? Is that she starts to get used to more things and that it's not a big deal. And we don't want to just keep pushing on and letting her stack all of those feelings up and then explode. And so I want her to kind of come back on her own. And I'm just here to help facilitate it if she needs help. We've gotten kind of over here. Let's go. I'm going to bring her back over. We've passed the water. Whoa. Good. On her own. Obviously not on this side. I let her walk on her own first. And I follow after. And we just get back to the grass. And the big key here, if you're desensitizing, is you don't want to push them until they're calm again. Or else you're just slowly amping up the stimulus without them actually being comfortable with it. And so now she's kind of seeing all of this again and kind of anticipating, like, oh, maybe I should go check it out. And so she's naturally kind of bringing herself to that point. And that's ideally what you want, right? You want them to kind of initiate it and feel confident enough that they can go explore, even if they're a little unsure. And you can tell she's bringing herself back down. You can see how she's snatching now versus how she was before. So I'll let her relax and then we'll do it again. Good. To a point where the spooks are really minimal. We're not going to do that by punishing them, but just by slowly bringing up the confidence. And we just come back. Good. Yeah, not a big deal. And I do kind of like use the exploration walks to introduce just like if they're not super comfortable with things around their legs, which obviously Sadie is, but it kind of gives them that opportunity too. Here, I'm kind of imitating how it would be if we were long lining, and so it's already kind of soft launching that concept to her. And then we can also do plenty of like little walk halts or different opportunities to kind of play around while we're exploring. So it's kind of like a two-in-one benefit there, just, as we're feeling out how the day's going. So another day of being held accountable and working with my young horse Sadie. Thanks for tuning in, and please consider supporting the channel by liking, commenting, or subscribing. It really does help a lot. And if you're also in the same boat and you're just starting to ramp up for the spring, I'd love to hear from you and hear how your own work is going.